So some common questions, fears, and doubts that I hear from a lot of people: it's too complex. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. Isn't self-publishing something that is looked down upon? There's a lot of misconceptions about self-publishing, and that has been out there for a while, that there's some sort of stigma to self-publishing, with people saying, I want to do it the right way, the traditional way. And what really boils down to is that self-publishing has come a long way since the beginning with low quality books. There's a lot of self-published authors who are doing amazing things. There's awards out there, professional organizations around self-published authors. It has come just leaps and bounds ahead. And with self-publishing, you're the one that's driving it. Imposter syndrome. A lot of people struggle with this. I don't know if I'm good enough. Is my work good enough? Just get into a program, get some training, go through some things. And I invite you to consider the one that I'm going to talk about a little bit later. Is it too expensive? Can I make money? We're going to answer some of those questions with a template that I'm going to share with you just for being here. It is my self-publishing budget template. I'm also going to share with you my self-publishing checklist so that you have the ability to understand and have some good information while you're deciding which direction to go. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce you to some of the people that put those misconceptions aside and moved forward with their publishing. This is Kathleen Markath. She is a student of mine who wrote My Monster Truck Goes Everywhere with Me. Her passion for sign language was introduced into the book, and she actually she calls it Illustrated with Sign Language. Her book, as you can see, is gorgeous, very high quality. She received a starred review from Kirkus, which is very rare. She was in the top 100 books for the year for Kirkus. Amazing accolades for her. You can find out more information about Kathleen at aslpicturebooks.com. And let me just move on here to Katie wrote a book called Mighty Mila. Look at the beautiful cover here. We are not talking about low quality books. She's a student that's gone through my course, and you can see her accepting a gold IBPA Benjamin Franklin Award for children and YA. The book itself was inspired by her daughter, who has a cochlear implant. And what she found when she was looking for books was a lot of books out there about hearing loss, but about the act of losing their hearing. What she wanted is just a children's book that shows a hearing impaired child just being themselves. And so she couldn't find the book, so she wrote it. And she has a lot of awards in her list here. She's making a difference in starting to partner with other organizations, again, that are focused on hearing impaired children. And this has become a very profitable book for her as she's moving into book number 2. So you can see the book and learn more about Katie at mightymila.com. This is Misty. She is really killing it right now as an authorpreneur. She started with me, I think, probably 3.5 years ago, maybe. And she now has 23 books and counting. She's sold over 80,000 copies. She went from a part-time property manager to a full-time publisher. And she's now helping other authors as well. Her books are gorgeous, and she is doing amazing things. And you can check her out at berrypatchpress.com. So some of you may be thinking, gee, can I make a business out of this? Is it really possible? And the answer is absolutely yes, it is possible. You can do this. You can step into a business and publish multiple books and have a nice passive income that is done. And, one of the things, I just recently spoke with Misty, and she said that this year she hasn't published any books because she's focusing on courses and other things. And her books have basically replaced her income and allowed her to focus on learning some new things and take that year to really just let the books continue to carry the income that she needed to be able to focus. So it is possible, and it is something that with the right foundation and beautiful quality books, you can make a difference. It can change your life and can change your career. This is Sarah Catherine. She is a member of my team now. She started as a student. She's a disabled author who has her little service dog here, Alice Eloise. She wrote a book about Alice Eloise's silver linings. She's now working on book 2, but she has really just embraced self-publishing, and self-publishing has embraced her. She has not only published, but now she's working on graphic design. She does a number of things for authors and has her income level, her ability to communicate and network with other authors has just really made a huge difference for Sarah. This is a woman who has made the best of a disability. She has never let anything hold her back. And self-publishing, publishing her story about her and her service dog has made all the difference and got her into this whole new world that has opened for her. And I'm just really proud to say that she's a member of my team, and you'll probably be meeting her if you do move into some of the courses that we do together. All right. What about the excuse I hear often is, am I too old? Here's Pat Dana, and her book is called Delmar the Dinky. Again, gorgeously illustrated. It was a bucket list item for her. Well, she came to me with very little experience on being able to publish, or even technology itself was a little bit difficult for her. But she just threw herself into the self-publishing. For the first book, we did it together. She learned a lot of the technology. We walked through it. I mentored her through a lot of things. And now today she's actually in there uploading her own books, managing her own ads on Amazon, and answering questions. And she is just a wealth of information on self-publishing. And it's really opened her world because, again, self-publishing can be a very lonely process. So when you do it in a group or you engage in a group, it can really open up and just provide you with so much more communication and expand your knowledge and expand your network. And she's, by the way, just getting ready to publish book 2 in the Delmar the Dinky series. So no, you are not too old. For those people that say, can we really make money? This is Dr. Brie Turns. She's a very busy professional counselor, very busy, not able to do a lot of marketing, but she wanted to create a children's book. And her first book, I Will Always Love You, has sold over 50,000 copies. She clears between $1,000 and $3,000 a month, and this is just passive income. She has since released 2 additional books and counting because she's continuing to do more work. And she does not do a lot of marketing. She does not do a lot of activities, book signings, things like that. She really relies on Amazon ads, and they have served her really well. And I think a lot of that has come from this gorgeous cover. It's beautifully illustrated book, and it serves a specific purpose. For a first book to sell that quickly and to start making money almost right away, it does happen. And so the key is to make a beautiful, high quality book. And marketing doesn't have to be crazy. You do what fits best for you. And so for Brie, it happened to be Amazon ads. Here's another final success story here I wanted to talk about. This is Rachel. She had a rough go with her first book. It was a book where she crocheted the illustrations. She crocheted the puppy Pete and she took pictures of them. The book really sold well with her crochet community, but it wasn't selling well for children's books in the children's book arena. She didn't give up. She decided to hang in there. And her second book, she decided to put a Christmas book out there. Well, that book has sold over $40,000 worth of profit in last year's Christmas season. And this year, we're expecting to do at least 1.5 times that, because we're going to start earlier with the ads and continue to move forward. She is now getting ready to launch 3 additional books. We're doing those together as more of a done-for-you solution. But this is just an amazing success story about what a little grit can do and refusing to give up and continuing with your dream. And because you will have misses, and it's important to be able to work through them and keep going. You can check out Santa's Lost Reindeer or go to Rachel's website, and it's spiritfrogpress.com.